I want to give everyone a little bit of grace here because I know it's not the intent to be discriminatory or coming across as not understanding. I just think it's our level of understanding. And we all have different levels of understanding, different levels of lived experience. But to the council member's point about wanting to be safe in your community if you were to live in that housing, that's the same feeling I'm sure you have in your community that you live in the greater Millbrae, that I would have, that I would want my neighbors to follow house rules, or what we call them, laws. We have a social compact that we're going to follow laws or we get arrested. And so I get that there's a level of gatekeeping that has to happen for the success of this property. But for us to go overboard, I think we just have to kind of come back a little bit and make sure that we're not doing it in a way that we wouldn't want imposed on ourselves in our current living situation. Just like you mentioned, the Rollins is a permanent housing. This is permanent housing. You add the word supportive. Supportive is there for the residents. Yes, it's a benefit. But if I had a mental health issue or if I had a substance abuse issue and I was living at home with my parents, that's supportive housing as well, because I'm sure they want to make sure that that individual is supported. But we just have to be careful to not exclude or to impose rules on people that is unreasonable. People are unhoused for many reasons, and many have nothing to do with substance abuse, drugs, or mental health. A lot have to do with discrimination, lack of inventory of housing, lack of a livable wage within our county, and the cost of the housing. And so let's not just jump to the scapegoating that, everyone in this property will in fact have some type of drug abuse or substance abuse issues or mental health issues. They may, but if they don't, it's just a slippery slope. And we just have to make sure that we as council members try to understand that and keep that at the forefront. And if you don't know, let's go out and talk to people. There's numerous opportunities to find out who our residents are, and many of these residents will be at this property. Many residents that you talk to that have some of these same experiences may be your neighbor. Take that into account and just try to look at this through the lens of someone that's charged with trying to do what's best for the entire community and trying to do the least amount of harm to our residents.